Yes, yes, yes. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like. San Francisco Giants last night had a game at Oracle Park, and it ended up being kind of the ceremonial return and retirement of Sergio Romo, a great San Francisco Giants legend, and it kind of signifying really the end of an era for San Francisco Giants fans, the most winning era that they ever had, especially since moving to San Francisco, 2010 through 2014. You could lump in 2016, even though they lost in the playoffs that year. But Sergio Romo, it was such a beloved reliever. I mean, you think about those early reliever teams, they were just so incredible. That bullpen, as well as the starting staff, was so next level. And the way Bochy used everyone, with Brian Wilson basically as your closer for the first championship, Sergio Romo would be one of the setup men with Affelt, Javi Lopez. I could throw in Santiago Casilla in there. There were so many great guys that were coming out of the bullpen. Yasmero Petit later on down the line. But it's incredible how many great pitchers had their best years, their best run under Righetti, under Bruce Bochy in a San Francisco Giants uniform with Buster Posey behind the dish because of the brains of those three guys, the holy trinity of pitching, if you will, Bochy, Righetti, and Buster Posey. It's just interesting. Sergio Romo, such a beloved San Francisco Giant, and he really was only the closer for 2 years. I mean, he had 23 saves 1 year, but the year prior, 38, and never eclipsed more than 14 after that. But he signified everything that it meant to be embodied in San Francisco Giants culture. He embraced the city. It felt like he took his own heritage and his own ancestry and kind of blended it in with the San Francisco culture, and he really became one of those guys. That's What's Up, the commercial, which was incredible. His mariachi band introduction where he'd come out to the song and everybody be dancing, and just the way that he pitched. Small guy, always had a battling knee, bulky knee that he was working with. Didn't throw the hardest, but he had that no-dot slider that was just absolutely incredible. And there's so many moments, especially in the postseason, where that guy came to bring it for the San Francisco Giants. And obviously most people are going to remember the 2012 sweep of the Detroit Tigers where he catches Miguel Cabrera sleeping on the fastball down the middle when he's expecting slider, and he doesn't even get a swing off. One of the great, most feared hitters of our generation, Miguel Cabrera, and Sergio Romo puts him down for the Giants to not only win a World Series, but to sweep against the Detroit Tigers that had Verlander and Scherzer and so many studs. Porcello coming out of that rotation, Prince Fielder on that team, Miguel Cabrera on that team, and that team was loaded. And I think if you go back earlier, another great memory for me is the 12-pitch at-bat against Jay Bruce in Game 5 in Cincinnati, and it felt like it went on forever. Foul off, foul off, foul off. Bases loaded situation. Giants up 6-4 after hitting a grand slam early in the game. Buster Posey off Matt Latos. You know, that Reds game and that Reds series was an all-time series. Obviously, he was on the mound when Scutaro went back and the rain was pouring on his face against the St. Louis Cardinals. I mean, Sergio Romo was a great Giant. I mean, just a great Giant. And I'm blown away, and I mean this in a good way. I'm blown away at the reception that San Francisco Giants fans gave him as he took the mound yesterday for his final pitch and got taken out of the game by Hunter Pence, and it was kind of those retire as a Giant moments. And I look at what the Giants do well. They do pomp and circumstance very, very well, and they treat their great players as such. And I find it very fascinating that a player who wasn't really one of the top 5 guys at any given time, he was a great player, I mean, very important piece to winning. I mean, you don't win any of the championships without Sergio Romo, but he's a reliever. I mean, and more of like a setup guy. And we treat him with some of the highest honor that you can in San Francisco Giants history. And that's a credit to the fans understanding baseball, a credit to the organization, a credit to the individual and his impact on the team and on winning and his ability to, hey, you want me to be the 7th inning guy? I can be that. You want me to be the 8th inning guy? I can do that. Oh, Brian Wilson blows his arm out? I'll be the closer, and then going back into a lesser role later on. Sergio Romo, all-time Giant. I mean, really, he really is. I mean, he's in my all-time bullpen for San Francisco Giants since moving to the city in 1958. And I'm just so glad that he got that last reception. So few guys get it in baseball. And for these fans to give him that standing ovation and to do it that way, well done, Giants. And Sergio Romo, thank you for the great memories. Thank you for the great career. Super impressed by you maximizing every ounce out of your body. I think when people size you up, they probably wouldn't think you'd be a guy that would pitch until he was 40 years old in the bigs, hanging 3 World Series, being an all-star, and going down as one of the great Giant bullpen arms of all time. Congratulations on a phenomenal career, Sergio Romo. Well done, Giants, and kudos to Giants fans. Have a good one.